everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And now before this first down. We're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Here's Goff now on second down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Goff. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 29. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This is Howard on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Sacked back at the 2. Samson Abukum. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to go up top for the ends. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Able to slither by. Oh, now he bowls him over. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up to throw. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Geno Atkins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Now Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Now back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Goff. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They're going to look to throw. Gets it to Strong. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They go with Howard again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now he's forced out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 49 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Reggie Ragland coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw is gone. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Goff. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help them.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down Rams. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Darryl Worley, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.